Audio driver stack. This particular slide will talk about the various layers involved in playing an audio or video. So here the audio application is on the top. So this audio application uses the wave audio or mixer API to interact with the driver. Then this wave audio API is have the list of API which give the application exact control over the waveform audio input and output devices. So in addition to controlling volume or playing a video audio, it also provides the routing services so that the application can play the audio to correct device. This routing services requires also additional hardware support or driver support, and this mixer architecture, the mixer API contains actually the API to map several audio lines to a destination audio line. So overall you can say the role of mixer API is to retrieve the single control, the properties of audio line, or it can query the mixer device for its capability. Then it also send the custom mixer driver message to mixer driver, or open a mixer device, or set the properties of the audio line. So this is the total, but fundamental is that if you have several lines, audio lines, and this mixer decides where to play it depending on what you want as well, then this mixer API interact with the core DLL. So this core DLL is actually the operating system module which provides the core functionality to other modules. Like here in our case, for audio case, it provides audio compression manager component, or it also provides the user interface for audio compression manager, or you can say audio mixer component. Also it provides support sound playing, and also provide the audio waveform services. Now on down, if you see, you have PCM audio line. So if you have PCM data, you can directly, then you can also have the compressed audio or hardware mixer control. So for that, different lines are there. So for example, using mixer API, you can use the mixer control line. Okay. Then that is what we talked until now about the user space. Now let us go into OS address space. So this wave API.dl, it is a big component, and inside which we have wave mapper. So you see, many times when you try to play audio, then it doesn't play correctly. Why? Because the old devices doesn't support it, the particular format. The new devices does support the old file format, or old devices doesn't support the new file format. Then this wave mapper comes into picture. So what does it do? That it is a driver actually by default driver, which is which works on the virtual device. And what happens that it uses the various codecs available to convert the sample rate or bit depth, number of bits, to one that is supported in your interface. So if you have old file format, the wave mapper will convert into a format which is understood by your device. Then audio compression manager I already explained in my slide number, so I will not discuss now. Now software mixer, which is a very important component. You see, this software mixer's role is to mix the various PCM audio data. Okay, you see an example. Okay, many a times what happens, we have something called some different kind of music you hear, disco music. You play a sound, but you add a mixture of. So how does it function? What it do? What it do that if your okay, what happens that it mix it is used to mix and sample rate convert the sample rate to of multiple or PCM audio output stream. This software mixer is added in our C 4.2 to allow the audio drivers which only support one output stream to automatically support multiple concurrent stream at different sampling rate. What happens internally that the software mixer spin off a thread and it associates this particular one thread for one wave device, and this thread takes the application audio buffer and mixes it with set of mixer buffer which it already have, then pass down the data to the down level audio driver. So during this process also software mixer converts all data to common 16-bit 2 channel. So let's take an example, a scenario. If you have 8-bit mono, then what it will do, it will create two 8-bit mono and it will form a 16-bit stereo 2 channel, and then it will perform the operation. But if you have a device which can only play the mono data, then what it will do, it will send it into 16-bit format, but your driver internally has to convert into single mono and do it. Okay, and then you have down driver which will perform all the roles, whatever is left out basically, and then you have codec I already explained, and then audio driver. This is the way the complete audio driver works. It's one of the important that you must understand. Software mixer is one of the important part. So many times also happen that the software mixer got the compressed data, so it doesn't handle the compressed data, or it cannot handle the multi-channel data. So if you want it to play the role, the software mixer, if you want to use the software mixer, you must convert to ACM level, and then this software mixer will help you.